a while, huh? Let me start this fan. I'm not sure how noisy it is, but I have to start this fan. It's hot. It's unbelievably hot. It's been a while since the last time because it's summer vacation now, and when you have summer vacation going on, it's just... Look at this, you guys. This is all like laundry. Some it's folded, some it's not taken yet. It's been a long day, and I had it pretty emotional actually. So this morning I had the guts finally to, because I had two of the boys to come with me and help me with the babies. So we went to this cheap place where they do haircuts, and we just showed up. We didn't call for an appointment, or we didn't go to set an appointment. We just went there and wrote our names down, and they were like working on 5 people at the moment, and there were 3 more waiting before us, and then finally was our turn. And they worked on my oldest and his hair quite a lot because he had a lot of hair, and so now he looks much better and looks maintained. Before he looked like a hairstyle that is like abandoned. So, and I cannot do it at home with the buzzer. It's just too much hair to work with, and it's like $11 or something to go there. So for Japan, that's super cheap, having in mind that it's like between 100 and 150 in a beauty salon, and yeah, it's expensive. So yeah, $11, yeah. So we go there, and for my 3 older boys, the youngest, he is always poor thing. I just feel so bad for him, but he doesn't mind. He always stays in the car with the babies, and I always go and do the grocery shopping or do whatever I have to do outside of the car, and he always stays with them. The tricky part was they usually fall asleep in the car quickly, but today my baby girl decided to be stubborn, and so her brother fell asleep quickly because, you know, he likes to be rocked in the car, and just like yeah, he had a big toy in front of his hands, like in front of his eyes, like a huge police car. So he was, yeah, down quickly, but she wasn't. So when we stopped there, I was really worried. So we left him with the we have this kid's phone that kids usually have it in Japan. It's like it has an alarm if somebody attacks you. You can put up to 7-10 numbers of people, like family members and like relatives, and it's just to connect with the kid whenever the kid goes to a neighbor's house or whatever. It's not like a smartphone, it's just like this little device. It's really cute with a neck tie on it, like neck thingy. So I left him with that phone, but then I realized, you know, my baby girl was still awake and she was kind of fuzzy. I was going back and forth while we were waiting inside of the haircut place, and anyway, long story short, it came our turn. We switched phones. I gave him my phone so they can watch like Coco Melon or whatever, or, you know, play games so she can drift away too. But she didn't fall asleep. Now look at her over there. So they worked on our hairs. I just made it shorter and thinner and no color because no time for that. And they worked on my boys' hair a lot too, because they styled it really nice. That lady styled it really nice. I have frustrations. I always have frustration, by the way, going to haircut in this country without being able to explain exactly in detail what you want, or what hairstyle do you want. Like with the simplest explanation of like, I want it thinner, or I want it like, it's just so frustrating, you guys. I can't tell you. And it's been like that for years. Everywhere I go, which hasn't been many places actually. This is that place only, and that's my second time there, and or third. And then the other one was the super expensive one that I go like once a year or once every other year now, because she's nice, she's a neighbor, and she works out really well with the hair. She puts treatment, she massages your shoulders and neck stuff, whatever. She washes really nice, and but you pay for all of that. It's just phew. Last time was almost $200. I was just happy that I had enough money in my wallet. It was really embarrassing. Anyway, so I was like, I don't want to. She understands me the most because she's been working on my hair for years, so she knows, but like, can't afford it there. So, anyways, so here I am with 4 of my kids. When I left here, he was on the computer watching YouTube videos of, I don't know what he watches those. He's crazy about Titanic, and what were the other ones? Britannic, Olympic. Like, he's studying about those things this summer. It's pretty cool. He researches. He knows what year they were built and exactly what happened to them and the different theories around it. Did you guys know that actually there's a guy who figured out, engineer, like a person who studied for years and dived down there and checked the ruins of the Titanic, and he has a theory that actually wasn't the iceberg doing that job. It was some kind of inner explosion, and they just didn't want it to sound like it was their fault or something happened with the unsinkable one, so they blamed it on the iceberg. It could be both, I don't know, whatever. But it's good to know, like different opinions, different theories, different, what's for sure it's down there. So but anyway, so we left him home, and I'm sitting there with my phone, the kid's phone. I swapped phones. Like, this one I gave to my boy in the car. I kept the engine on of the car so that those sleeping baby, the sleeping baby, and the kids in general in the summer, when it's 34 outside, you cannot really leave the kids in the car. No way. They're gonna just suffocate. So the engine was on, and I noticed that the car needs gas, and we usually fill it up on Saturdays because it's cheaper, the gas, and it's a hybrid, so it doesn't need so much gasoline really, but because of the AC being on, whenever we use the car, like, it's on constantly. So I think with the AC on, it just eats the gas faster. So I noticed it was like only 3 bars left yesterday, and today when we turned it on it was 3. But then around the corner after we left to the main road, it was only 2 bars. And I was like, guys, I think this car needs gas soon. And it was still okay. But then we went to the haircut place. It already started blinking the gasoline column, like it needs gas. So I was like, I hope this car doesn't die on us when the babies are in the car with their brother and we're in the haircut place. And so, can you imagine the craziness about it? You want to get a haircut and your heart is racing inside of you because you have 3 in the car, 1 with you, next to you there. They're cutting his hair too. And I'm not going to even mention to you guys how long I wanted to cut my hair. It's been, oh gosh, I don't even remember. The babies that was last summer because they were a few months old. They were just a few months old, and they couldn't walk and talk or crawl or anything. So they were just a few months old. And I went, maybe it was last spring. Yeah, it was last spring, so it's been more than a year. And one time I wanted to go, but I couldn't. It's been I'm telling you, it's been months and months and months of me wanting to go and cut my hair, and I just never have the time. Boys are always at school. I cannot really leave the babies alone in the car. Nobody can watch them. there's nobody to ask for help. And so today I had the guts finally, but like my heart is racing. I'm thinking, so one of the babies is sleeping, one is not. When she's not, she can be pretty upset and she can start kicking and throwing things and crying. I know her. She, girls are girls. And so I was thinking, watching this guy cutting my hair, and I was like, just please hurry up. And he just talks to me about like what he's gonna do, and I'm like, whatever, I just and just do it. And so we left, and by the time we leave, I'm already emotionally drained. I'm like, the baby girl is still awake, and she has my phone at that point in her hands, and she's watching Cocomelon. So because my boy said that she was getting fuzzy, and he just gave her the phone, so there's peace and quiet. And so we hopped in the car. I had to go get them diapers, but then my baby boy woke up. And just when we were paying for the haircuts, he called and he said, "Mommy, he's awake too." So I was like, we're coming. So I sent my oldest, I'm like, do you go, I'm gonna pay and catch up. And so at that point, I'm already like really frustrated. It's just so much to deal with, so many people at the same time. And we're driving towards the place where I'm gonna get diapers for the babies and something to eat for lunch, and just they have really nice bakeries in the supermarkets, so just thinking to grab that and something to drink and just eat in the car for them. Or I didn't even think about getting from me anything, like just the kids to be fed. And so, but before that, I was like, we have to stop. There is a gas station on the way that I know, and it's fairly cheaper there. So we went there, and so you would think that everything was done, like the frustration, the hardship is gone. No, this was just the tip on the iceberg, just a haircut. Like I don't even remember that I have my haircut today. I just don't remember that anymore, because it was just too much going on. When you're a lady, you go through all the emotions and everything about it, what you're dealing with and how you're handling it. It's just so much, and you have to take care of all those many little people, and you have to take care of their meals, you have to take care of their diaper changing regularly so they don't wet themselves. Now I'm washing the car seat of this baby girl that is napping because she had too much in her diaper, and it hasn't been changed from the morning till it was like noon when we finished with the haircut. So we waited there we were spending more than 40-50 minutes there, I think. And so yeah, so we go to this gas station, and it starts talking to me something. They're all like automatic here. There is no, they have some with people, but you have to pay more. I think that's part of the service, that they wipe your windshields and whatever. But we just go to this one, and there are people talking, mechanical voice talking to you, telling you what to do, and I have no idea. So I'm just pushing buttons, and I just know how to read regular because that's the gas I need. And so I'm pushing this thing in there, and I try to push it, and then nothing comes, and there just this mechanical voice keeps repeating the same thing, and I have no idea what's going on. So I just get my oldest out of the car. I'm like, what is this? And he's like, I have no idea, Mommy. One says fill it to the top, one says you choose how much to put. I don't know. So I was thinking to put like just 1,000 in, which is like $10 gas, because tomorrow is the day when we fill the cars. So just to have enough for today, and I'm pretty sure 1,000 will fill up anyways. It will be enough for a few days. So so we're there, and I'm getting frustrated, and we cancel the whole thing and start all over again. And that thing spills like a receipt, but it has like a barcode that is worth 1,000 yen, because it doesn't spit my money back. It just gives me this voucher thingy. And so I'm like, what the heck do I do with this thing now? And so we're calling for help. My oldest, he pushed twice the button, nobody came. Nobody came. So I'm like, you stay here with the car, and the car is off, right? You have to have the engine completely off, and there are 3 people inside of the car, and I'm like freaking out. And so I go to ask for help in the service area. They have like a little office with toilets there and stuff. And so there's this lady that comes, pretty old actually, and she looks at the 1,000 thing, and she goes to another machine somewhere next to the building, and she shows a barcode to that machine. That one spits the 1,000 back. So I just get my 1,000 back. So here's what I had in my wallet: one bill of 1,000 and one bill of 5,000 in. So one is like $10, the other one is like $50, right? So the machine that you use for the gasoline accepts only paper money, no coins. But then the options are for like 10 liters is 1,450 yen, but those 450 yen, you cannot put them in the machine. You have to put 2,000, and then it's gonna spit you from the other machine next to the building. You understand, guys, what the insanity in here? So I'm just having it up to here, and she keeps telling Yama-chan, my oldest son, she's telling him the steps or something. So I got it. I just was fuming, and I was like, tell me what to do with this money so I can fill up my car and go. And so she calls this other guy. So this other guy comes. He's like a younger guy with glasses, and he comes in, and he starts punching the things, and I give him the 5,000 instead of the 1,000, and so he starts doing the things, and then we fill up the car, and then the rest of, so we filled it up with 1,450 yen worth, which is 10 liters, and then I go to the other machine next to the building, and it spills the rest and gives him I just put everything in the wallet, and then she keeps talking. The old lady, she keeps talking to my son, and I'm just running to the car, and I turn on the engine so the people inside can breathe. I didn't lower the windows or anything, I thought it's not gonna take that long. And at that moment, I'm like seriously in tears. I'm like, I don't care about your courteousness, your politeness, your smiling and bowing. I don't care. I don't give a crap about that. Seriously, I don't give a crap about that. Just please explain to me how to do that, or do it for me so it's faster, because they don't see. This is the thing. When people are frustrated with you, and you're trying your best with customer service and whatever, and if people are frustrated with you, it's not because of you, okay? It's because they have something else in their mind. I know I have twins in the car, babies in the car, and I have another boy there that has been there for hours sitting, and so I just want to go and continue with my chores. And so we just left. She probably thought I was the weirdest, the rudest foreigner in the world, because I just kept saying nanisuru, which means what to do, instead of like the polite way with the fluffy words. Anyways, I'm pretty sure my son probably was frustrated with me, because he knows their ways, and he's taught here, and he knows how to not hurt feelings of people and just say things softly. And I hate that so bad, because it's just so unnatural and so weird, but it is what it is. So I'm sorry, I'm not cut like those people. I'm just not like that. Can't be like that. So yeah, I had to bite my tongue in the car like really hard, and apologize to my boy for making him embarrassed in front of those people, and just suck it up again. So it's just so hard to even go and fill up your car in a different place where I usually go, because your car is low on gas. Anyway, so then after that we went to the shop for kids' clothes and diapers, and we took the twins with us in there, and they had fun just walking around. We went to the supermarket with them walking around too. I don't know how I would do it without my boys. It's just, they helped me so much. I cannot do it, you guys, and I need to rush to the bathroom too. So the older 2 boys had to watch the twins. Thank goodness there was this like place next to the toilets of the supermarket where you put coins, and it's like those claws come and get toys, and then you can stick 100 and in a coin in the whatever, it's like some kind of truck, and it starts shaking, and you know, like those kind of things. And so the kids were there while I went to the bathroom, and then we took it from there and came home. And I'm like, at this point I'm like, wow, I'm driving the car towards home, and I'm thinking, holy cow, 5 kids is so hard. It's not like they're bad, they're good kids. It's just the amount of no, the frustration today is real. Like, you have to deal. Can you guys imagine doing that? Like, you're in a different country and you have 5 kids there, and you don't even know how to communicate with their teachers or their doctors or any of that. And you go to the public place, you go to fill up your car with gas, and you don't know how to do it, and you just appear like this really rude individual from another country, that from the country of out of Japan. And you just struggle your way through. And thank goodness my kids are there to help me. Seriously, it's just really hard. It's really hard. Like, I was thinking, if I have 5 kids and I'm back home, I would probably ask like a neighbor, or like I would have friends around me, and I'll ask the neighbors to watch the babies for like an hour or two, so I can go to get a haircut and hopefully a color too. So I don't have to worry about running from the place to the car, and from the place to the car, from the car to the place again, back and forth so many times. I don't know what they're thinking about me. This crazy lady just kept coming in and out all the time, and I'll in a rush, always in a rush. And then the babies are so great. They're just so used to just being in the car for so long and just wait there. And we don't even have those fancy equipment in the car where you can put like a monitor, like a screen, like in the airplanes, and the kids can watch something. I don't have those things in the car, and they're just so great. They're so great sports. I'm so grateful for them. But yeah, the struggle is real. I can't even tell you guys. I'm sorry if it's noisy, this video. I cannot live without a fan. This is like, not every room has an AC, and I don't really like the AC. It makes me cold, the AC. And then when you come from that cold room into this heat, it's just like out of breath. But yeah, and that's all I wanted to tell you guys. The frustration is real, and it's a constant. It's nothing that it just keeps hitting you. And today I just felt it was a bit too much, but at least I got a haircut, and that's that. Bye.